I was a kid. No parents, no home. Running messages and picking pockets to keep my ribs from meeting my spine. One night I saw a man. Folks just passed him by like he wasn't there. I thought he must have something valuable, so I snuck up on him and made a grab.
That's not for you.
Please, sir, I'm hungry. Don't tell the Hammers, I promise.
What is your name, boy?
Garrett.
You have talent, lad.
Let go of me, old man!
To see a keeper is not an easy thing, especially one who does not wish to be seen. We have a need for those as gifted as yourself. If you've grown tired of how you live, then follow me, and we will show you a different way.
Leave me alone!
As you wish.
I caught up with him just before he vanished into the crowd. It was the beginning of a very long education.
Welcome, young Garrett. In the nearby rooms, I will instruct you in the various skills you will need to survive. Please stay in the entrance area to each room while I explain the room's purpose. When you are ready to begin your lessons, proceed down this hallway to the first room. I am most pleased with your progress. You have passed the last test for today. If you wish, you may stay to practice your climbing and jumping, or swimming, ducking, leaning, or crawling. When you are finished, you may return to your chambers by going through that red door. Farewell.
The keepers were training me to be one of them, but I found other uses for those skills.
I have a simple job planned for this evening. Break into a guarded mansion, steal another fat nobleman's priceless trinket, and leave quietly. Lord Bafford is out of town, and rumor has it that the captain of his house guard went with him as a bodyguard. The time is ripe for a bit of burglary. The front gate of Lord Bafford's manor is always guarded, and the main street is far too exposed. But Cutty tells me there's a better way in, around to the side, more out of the way. One guard, and likely no witnesses to complicate matters. The piece Cutty wants is a scepter. Silver, jewels, the usual adornments. It should command a high price. Bafford, like most of his kind, probably keeps his treasures on the top floor of the place, close to his heart, and far from his servants. No point in waiting. I have Cutty's old sketches of the place, and everyone who's going to be asleep inside already is. It's time to begin.
Hey, I'm going to the bear pits tomorrow. You want to come with?
Couldn't pay me enough.
What? You soft belly.
How's it going?
Inside at last.
The sir could really beef up security some.
What do you mean? What's wrong with us?
Well, we're fine. But I've been thinking we should watch the outsides more.
That's stupid. people to worry about there on the inside.
No, then you catch them before they get inside, you taffer.
Oh! You hear that?
Since I'm in here, I might as well pick up something for myself.
Something there. Nothing now.
It's a throne room. How pretentious can you get? Here we go. I went to Cutty's place to deliver the scepter, but Cutty wasn't there. He'd been arrested by the Hammerites. Apparently they didn't approve of his occupation, and I doubt they approve of mine. So hopefully they'll never catch sight of me when I break him out of their prison. Which is what I'm going to do. They're holding Cutty in a mining complex carved out of a quarry. The quarry's flooded, but the Hammers still work the top-level mines and have converted part of the complex into a penitentiary for those who violate their tenets. An associate of mine was confined there and has provided me with a map. It would be difficult to get in by way of the main gate, but there is another option. The mines break the surface of a hill south of the quarry. I'll drop into the mines and head for the prison, which will be found somewhere uphill and to the north. The Hammers don't venture into these lower mine levels because they're reputed to be haunted. I'd rather not have to do this job, but Cutty's a reliable fence and I don't appreciate the Hammerites abducting him. And he owes me money for the Bafford job.
striving to learn our teachings.
There are novices still.
But fewer, brother, fewer. Youths in this time seek to learn about gold and politics, not honest craft.
'Twill be their loss when they come of age and know not how to accomplish aught of consequence.
Strict my orders so that they're clear and people can carry them out with some kind of certitude. Because so many now live without consideration.
Hello? Show thyself. It seems quiet enough now. 'Tis well.
Clanky metal grating. Tread softly.
In truth, I have never heard such carrying on as this thief's pawn, Cutty.
One would think these scum had never faced tribulation in their lives.
For a time, I thought Block 4 might never sleep again for his coughs. But he quiets now.
Good. Death or durance, 'twill be the same for him in the end.
Hast someone come?
All these people I have to work with are so incompetent, so stupid, so lazy. I don't see...
It was only rats, in truth.
What is that? Who goes? I would not have thought that rats would dare their teeth against the builder's house. Nothing to see now. Is that thee? A plague on these rats.
All right, old man. Let's get you out of here and me my money.
Afraid you're gonna be disappointed?
Good thing you're dying, Cutty, or I'd have to kill you for stiffing me. Again.
Snap, snap, puppy. But I owe you, so... Felix went after the Horn of Quintus, down the Bone Hoard. Left me his notes. The Hammers got him, put him in their evidence box. Loot collection, more like. Upstairs. Officers' quarters. Once you're up there, hidden passage. If damp hadn't rotted my lungs.
This must be how they spend all those tithes.
Heard that. Darius, seeking to save his purse, didst buy his new knife from the Sheminars, not our smiths.
How durst he? Had he no shame?
He certainly hadst fill of shame when his blade did snap at supper.
Ha! The Sheminar were shoddy craftsmen, and Darius is well learnt on it. What is going on over there?
Builder's hand! Take arms, and hither!
The builder shall spy thee if I cannot.
I shall still find thee, never.
Cutty won't be needing this anymore.
I was pissed at Cutty for a good while after the prison debacle. But hey, you can't blame him for what the Hammers did to him. So I decided to go after that horn Felix talked about. Not like I had a whole lot of choice, really. The rent is due. And my landlord's even tougher than the Hammers. The map's pretty specific about where the entrance is. Too bad it's not as clear about where the horn is. Felix did some scrounging before he left, and his notes say the horn is in the tomb of some nobles, the Quintus family. Guess I'll just have to explore. Felix, always helpful, also said that the catacombs are supposed to be haunted. I think I'll go make some inquiries about where a heretic like me can get some holy water. Always go prepared.
It's a long way down. Tombs with piped-in music. How classy.
Stay away from my face, thief, or you'll be sorry. 'Cause 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 'cause
Good thing I'm not afraid of heights. I had some money to spare after disposing of the horn, so it seemed time to invest in some new tools. Farkas is one of the few merchants willing to risk selling to an independent like me, and his prices are steep, but the other choice is to let one of the so-called city wardens give me orders, and take a cut of my profits. They've been after me for years to join one of their stables, but I'm not interested. Maybe they'll get the idea and give up. More likely, they'll just ramp up the threats. Nothing I can't handle if I'm careful. And lucky. And my luck seems to have finally turned for the better. That shot was meant for me.
Yes, I'm sure it was Garrett in the window. He's dead. Let's head back now.
These creeps are gonna lead me right back to whoever sent them to kill me. But only if I can tail them without them noticing me.
There now.
So, these are Ramirez's boys. I think it's time I dealt with Mr. Ramirez once and for all.
Jorik tells me the Hammers are gonna close down Craig's Bluff.
Yeah, he's taffing you. Where are they gonna put the poor saps they grab?
Dunno. Toss them into a well or something. Anyhow, they just don't have enough guys no more.
Kinda sad. Used to be the power. Now they're just a bunch of guys wishing for the old days.
Peaceful, isn't it?
Enjoy it while it lasts, friend. His fatness will be back soon to make our lives miserable again.
Where is he then? I haven't seen him tonight.
Down in the cellar again, counting his loot. I hope he stays down there all night.
I thought Quince and Jacko were on watch tonight.
The boss sent them on a special errand. Some fellow he wants dead. A thief. Name of Garrett.
I've heard of him. Garrett. No one to be trifled with. That's what I heard.
Not anymore if he's had a visit from those two.
I hear Grand Malden is going to put in some hammer-built security.
With the gears and blades and all?
Yeah.
Big mistake. Come home, forgot to pull the lever. Then the missus gets chopped to bits.
That'd teach him.
Not to mention 2 guys with swords not getting paid no more.
I hear you're going to be assigned monster babysitting.
What? Why me?
The boss thinks his nasties don't get enough affection. You'll be down there rubbing their tummies.
I'll quit first. See if I don't.
What sort of a lunatic keeps these things as pets?
It may be time for me to move along now. Don't want to wear out my welcome. I was going to pay Lord Randall and his vase collection a visit, but the Downwind Thieves Guild beat me to the score. Word is that they haven't divvied the booty yet. Apparently their leaders, Donnell and Reuben, are arguing over the prized sapphire vase. Sounds like they could use a third party to settle their disagreement. Since I'm no mediator, I'll just steal the vase from them. They'll be so busy blaming each other, no one will suspect an outsider. The Downwinders run a gambling den called the Overlord's Fancy, which operates under a nearby restaurant. The guild's hideout is beneath the casino. I have a rough map of the complex I got from sources from the inside. Once I'm in the Overlord's Fancy, I'll have to search for the secret entrance to the hideout. I have to be careful. The Downwinders know me all too well. If they catch sight of me, they'll know who took the vase. Assuming they don't just kill me for trespassing. Finding the vase may prove difficult since I have no idea where it is. Should be a hot topic of conversation among the Downwinders. Maybe I'll be lucky enough to overhear where they're stashing it. Time to make a living.
Password?
Reeves Balls, Sutter. It's me.
Security is necessary to prevent exposure and dilution of talent. Do you want to argue with the lords? Now what's the password?
Hand of shadow, foot of air. Open the door, okay?
Well, now he hasn't given me the password.
Are you taffing me?
Security is necessary to
And I'm standing here listening to Dano tell you the password. You think he's gonna let me if I'm not in the guild? Or you think I'm lackwit enough not to remember it?
Sutter, I'll put up with your airs a ways, but if you start putting it like I'm that much of a fool, there will be blood. Now open this door!
They're so busy gambling their money away, they won't notice if I take a bit.
Hit me.
Who's there? Did you say something?
For all I care. While they fight over the vase, they stay out of my way.
Yeah, but while they're squabbling, they ain't fencing the vase, neither. That vase is just gonna stay locked up in Lord Donald's lair.
Yeah, but it's not like it's doing Donald any good, since Lord Reuben has the key to the lockup.
Ain't doing me no good, neither. That sapphire vase is worth more than the rest of the score from Randall's combined. I didn't become a downwinder to work for free. I want my cut.
Bafford was furious when he got back from his trip and found out his precious scepter had been swiped.
We didn't pull that job, did we?
You taffer, if we pulled a job on one of Ramirez's people, it would be war.
Well, who then?
Probably Garrett. He's the only one sly and foolish enough to pull a job like that.
What's going on? Guess it was...
Lord Randall's would have smelled better.
What was that I heard? Now I can get my vase. We got Donald on the south side and Reuben on the north. If something goes down, we'll be caught in the middle of it.
Those two don't quit squabbling and settle this. Reuben's gonna send out his boys to find out where Donald's safe is. And Donald will be out looking for Reuben's key. And you know the knuckle breakers ain't too picky about whose knuckles they break.
I should never have gone Union.
These pressure doors, they're a bloody nuisance. You gotta go out of your way just to find the top and lever.
Slows down the intruders, though.
Who'd break in here? The only action we get is when somebody tries to skim off the top.
Well, this vase situation might give you all the action you need.
Hey, that's right. Be nice to bust some heads for a change.
Sutter's job last night?
Heard he came in pretty late. He get something good?
Don't he wish? He's up in this lady's bedroom, all quiet like, when he hears feet outside.
He got caught?
Nothing so tame. He can scarp out the way he came quick enough, but he don't want to go till he's got something. So he sweeps everything on the dresser, jewelry, candlesticks, whatnot, into his sack, gets halfway down the stairs, when the sack starts leaping about.
What?
He's cut the lady's cat, too. Cat claws a hole in the sack. Everything falls out except the cat. And that's halfway up his arm with claws every which way. He had to jump in the river to get the damn thing off. Left a trail of blood and water over half the city just going home.
I was contacted by a woman named Victoria. She claims to represent a client who was impressed by the way I took care of Ramirez, and now wants me to steal something for him.
The target is a magical sword, owned by a nobleman and collector named Constantine. Little is known about Constantine except that he is an eccentric new face in the city, and mostly keeps to himself. Victoria says the sword will probably be on display, but it will be well protected by guards and security systems. She also mentioned that the guards are tough and organized, and the mansion is confusing to navigate in. The house was constructed recently, so I've had to piece together my own map from observation and hearsay. Sounds like the place is a bit of a maze. I guess if you're rich enough, you can build any sort of madhouse to live in. This is going to be a challenging job, but it'll pay better than the last few I've taken. As usual, the front entrance is heavily guarded, but I've managed to find another way in. Of course, once I've picked up the sword, I'll still have to worry about getting back out.
I thought he'd a good mood.
Yeah, I told you. Good moods. That's the worst.
Take my new sword and get out of this crazy place.
Garrett, it's Victoria. I trust you made it back alive. You've done well, Garrett. Come with me and bring the sword. There is someone you have to meet. It's time for the payment you've been promised.
Yes.
A refreshment, Mr. Garrett. I'm in the possession of a superior brandy that has the most restorative effect.
I prefer my payment in cash, not liquor, Mr.
My apologies. I've been watching you, Mr. Garrett, so closely, in fact, that I'm afraid I'd forgotten we haven't actually met yet. I am Constantine.
All this time I thought you were gonna pay me. You've brought me here to kill me?
But you have it all wrong, Mr. Garrett. Would it surprise you to know that it was I who hired you to steal my own sword? Yes. You see, Victoria and I are...
Old associates.
Yes. You were being tested, do you understand? And I must say you more than live up to your reputation. You are quite an extraordinary thief.
Testing me? What is it you want from me, Constantine?
I am a collector, Mr. Garrett. But there are some items that are not available for purchase. They must be acquired using other means. In this case, the item in question would be best acquired by thieving. Not simple thieving. No. I need an artist like yourself.
What exactly is this item?
It is the gemstone called the Eye, for its unusual
appearance.
Yes. Kept hidden in the sealed cathedral deep inside the halls of the scum Hammerites. Oh, but forgive me. You are, possibly, friendly with the Order of the Hammer.
No. Fanatics make unreliable friends.
Excellent. I am prepared to offer you quite a sum. 100,000 upon receipt of the Eye.
I don't see how I can refuse such an offer.
Marvelous. Victoria can fill you in on all the particulars. And Mr. Garrett, the sword, keep it. You have earned it, but also, I believe you'll find it useful in your quest.
The eye that Constantine wants is in the abandoned Cathedral of the Hammerites. The cathedral is located in a section of the city that was deserted years ago, after some kind of catastrophe. I've heard stories of the incident. Most are wild rumors about hordes of zombies and raging fires. Now that part of the city is walled off, and no one's allowed to go in. Not that many people would dare to in the first place. Maps of the area are easy to find in attics and old trunks, but like all of them, the one I've got is over 50 years old. I'll make my way through the ruins to the Hammerite Cathedral, and find a way inside. Once I get inside the cathedral, I'll have to locate the eye. Something tells me that this is not going to be easy, but for the amount I'm getting paid, I'm willing to take some serious risks.
Looks like this place was built by my old pals, the Keepers. I wonder what they're hiding in here.
The Talisman of Earth is guarded by a foreign magus sect known as the Hand Brotherhood. They reside in a compound of huge towers where they practice their arts of earth, air, fire, and water. The talisman is likely kept in the Earth Tower, but there's little chance it'll be that simple. No doubt the talisman is heavily guarded and probably protected by magic. But mages love to write everything down. I should stumble on something useful about their precious trinket. I bribed some servants to get me a map of the common grounds, best I could do since only the mages are allowed in the towers. I'll enter the courtyard just outside the central keep entrance. Once inside, I'll need to move quickly to find the talisman. I wouldn't last long in a fight against the mages.
But what with all the secrecy? Even the servants ain't allowed there. These wizards trust anyone?
I found it best not to ask questions. The gold they give me answers all the questions I have. Look, over there. Over there. Just the wind, I guess.
These mages are not ones to be trifled with. Saw 'em use their magic on old Bradward. The mages caught him stealing lupins from the tables of the meeting hall. One of them summoned great hurtling balls from the sky, glowing rocks from the moon they was, and they mashed in his poor skull.
Any intruders better hope we get to him first before the hand mages do. Hey, did you see someone over there?
So this is where the mages hide their dirty little secrets.
Earth and burn in eternal fires.
This'll make any fence crack a smile.
Do not let fear control your path, Garrett. Deception is your power, Garrett. Betrayal will force you to see, Garrett. shall be your undoing, poor Garrett.
Hey! You over there! Don't move! Come back out here, you taffer!
Galio's been holding out on the mages. Good thing he can't hold out on me.
Try as we might to retrieve the talismans, the prophecy is an ocean returning to shore. Little we can do to prevent it, and prepare for its arrival.
Dry and dead is much of the city. The sun will oppose, and the conflict will end in flames.
It's the way of things. Civilizations will burn into the earth, so that it may give life to the next.
Winds of progress always head towards the grave.
So soon, young apprentice, you shall grasp the truth of it. Wind blows, fire burns, water flows, earth shakes. Oh!
This looks like the way out. The Keepers have hidden the Talisman of Fire in a place they call the Lost City. Some kind of cataclysm buried the place underground ages ago. The Keepers have sealed the access to the city, a cleft in the river bottom near the east side. If the materials in the library are right, the strange stone I found can be used to open that seal. I've also got a map. It's so old the edges crumble in my hands. It shows the city, or at least how it was back then. I hope the old place hasn't changed much. How can the Keepers keep this place a secret? Anybody home? So, this is the Lost City. It's not lost no more. What have we here?
I hear a noise? The winds are not at peace. An intruder has...
Creepy. The keepers stashed the talisman of water in a series of hidden caverns located deep below the city. According to their map, I'll find it in a shrine located in the lowest cavern. I don't expect to run into anything too threatening other than a few venomous spiders. However, the map does contain this note: "Stand not against us, lest you feel the sting of ignorance's barbs." Sounds like keeper talk for "we've rigged the place." An informant of mine, Geary, made a home for himself in these caverns after he lost his job tending the ticket counter of a nearby opera house. He should know these caverns better than anyone, so I'll pay him a visit to see if he has any useful information for me.
Who's there? Who made that noise?
Guess I'm not getting any information from Geary after all. Empty. Now what?
I know a way. I spy you, little fish. Oh no, it's a big fish, rather. Are you here to sing too? We'll reenact the memorable scene between Raoul and Valerius at the bridge. I'll begin. The city at night. Raoul, the handsome, young opera house owner, sings to the Lady Valerius. I, Raoul, do accuse you of using treachery to obtain your wealth. Then Lady Valerius sings, I, Lady Valerius, have obtained the opera house, yes. Right from under your nose, you must kiss the ground underneath my toes. Now, I live here under the opera, but I go back, stealing food and such as I need. She can't kick me out, not Raoul. Then they come down, looking for spiders, but they found the treasure from the shrine instead. No, she has that too. I've seen her with it. It has powers. You could steal it from her, yes. That would make her sad. Let's see. What would she sing? I know. Lady Valerius, weeping in her chamber, sings, I, Lady Valerius, am so sad. Where has the treasure gone that once made me glad? You need a map? Raoul has a map. You need a key? You can get that too from me. Remember, our left at the sewer, though the right might look newer, that's the secret of the way in. Now go, go, go! Up the rope you go, why do you move so slow? Let us reenact the memorable scene again between Raoul and Valerius at the bridge. I'll begin. Oh, Lady Valerius, cruel and carnivorous, do you think you have beaten me? The curtains went down on this guy a long time ago. He's the best lead I have. But it doesn't diminish my glory, for they would have taken my daughters over the... I can't remember the rest. This looks like the way in.
From Valerius and Cribbs is a testament to the superiority of human intellect. Man overcomes nature. Oh, my absolute favorite theme.
I couldn't disagree with you more. This opera is more of a travesty than a testament. The only thing overcome were my poor ears by that horrendous music Cribbs has written.
You're just miffed because Cribbs is fond of tragic endings.
That's not it at all. Since Valerius took over, we've had to endure this Mr. Cribbs and his twisted little operettas with vines and lycas as villains and other complete nonsense. How can you stand it?
Well, I say in with the new. That's what I say.
The rats around here perform more than we do. Oh.
I guess it was nothing.
Do people really pay money to see this stuff?
So, did you read Cribbs' latest? That gibberish is a waste of my art.
Ironic, since I always considered your art to be a waste.
And, to add injury to insult, I'm forced to wear costumes from years past.
I can't believe the Opera House is still losing money. It's all these lower-class people working in the ticket office and such. They steal whatever they can get their hands on. Valerius should fire all of them.
For once, I agree with you, Christine. Scrapping the lower class would certainly clean things up around here. But what will you do for food and shelter when they kick you out?
Taffer. But wait, who is this I spy? Who dares fell wood from my domain?
That's good, but let's try it a little more angry, like this. But wait! Who is this I spy? Who dares fell wood from my domain?
But wait! Who is this I spy? Who dares fell...
No! With gusto, and emphasize the word dares.
This will make a nice little bonus.
Who dares fell wood from my domain?
I've got a better idea. Why don't you sing the part of Canandra, Forest Princess, tomorrow night? And while you're at it, why don't you find yourself another leading lady?
Maybe I will.
Fine. Untalented Taffer troglodyte. Do, re, mi, fa, sol.
Who's there? What was that?
Getting the Talisman of Air will be an interesting challenge, but I'll need it if I want to get the eye for Constantine. It's well hidden inside the city's Hammer Temple, so I'll have to do some scouting around. Problem is, the place is fully active day and night. Not even I can stay undetected for very long. Well, they say that the best place to hide a letter is on the mantelpiece. With that in mind, I'll be going in by the front door, dressed as a Hammerite novice. That should be perfect, since novices aren't allowed to speak while on the temple grounds. My contacts can get me a novice's pass to get me through the gate. Once inside, I'll be free to take my time, explore the place thoroughly, and find the talisman, as long as I don't do anything violent or get caught somewhere I shouldn't be. Because as the new arrival, I'll be the first person they'll suspect if anything goes wrong.
So lazy. I don't see why I should be the one to...
Present thy credentials, novice. Open the gate!
The rules do not permit novices in the barracks, as thou should well know. Be off.
They don't understand this.
Hast thought upon who is likely to succeed our master?
Surely not for many years.
Art thou blind? He is old, and the master forgers do jostle each other for precedence.
I spy not on my betters, 'tis in the builder's hands.
'Tis true, 'tis true.
To act against evil, when putted with enough vigor.
Meanest thou the action on DeWall's thugs?
Verily. Some have told me it was his own brethren who in sin didst turn him in.
Thieves betray their own. Now, as always... The sinners we take would have no second chances. They were dispatched forthwith to explain their misdeeds to their builder.
Our strength and resolve, 'tis not what it once was.
And see what our weakness hath gained us. Crime and sin reach to the very heights of the city. Some do say the Baron means to raise the tariffs again, even on greens and meat.
The wretched man serves only the merchants and his own greed.
His grandfather cared less for his pocketed gold and more for his soul's health, but no longer.
The builder's truth it is that men without belief do soften and fail as rotten wood. With the talismans, I'll be able to break the wards on the Cathedral. It's time for me to retrieve the eye and bring it to Constantine. Last time I was here, the eye was inside, in plain sight on the main altar. I just have to grab it and leave. But that won't necessarily be easy if the place is as haunted as it looked before. So if things get tough, there is another way out. Through the gate and the cloister, behind the Cathedral. The sooner this ordeal is over with, the better. When I get paid for this job, I'm gonna retire in style.
You are returned with the talismans, you clever man. I did not think it likely that you would succeed. You come all this way, only to leave me as I fall within your grasp. You have attained your prize. Can you escape with your skin?
Welcome to the majestic and splendid Hammer Cathedral. How pleasing to welcome new initiates into our fold. I am Brother Muris, and I will be thy spiritual guide. I see that thou art tired from your journey, so I'll leave thee be. But if thou needst my help, I can be found down in the cloister.
These stairs have seen better days.
Aha, our newest acolyte. Thou seems to have gotten thyself into some trouble, And from the looks of thee, I'd say thou art used to trouble. Well, I can help thee escape this desolate place, if thou wilt help me with something. Since thou clearly camest here to collect things, thou can start by collecting some things from me. All brothers have rosary beads, so thou'lt need some too. Thou canst borrow mine. I think I left them in my room. I'd remember that it was so nice to look out over the fountain in the garden. So be a good lad and bring me my rosary. Wonderful loot suitor thou art. Thou hast found my rosary. I have some other things for thee to do as well. I needs for thou to get a holy symbol. This place is not as holy as it once was, I'm afraid, so thou might have a hard time finding one. Thou canst always make one for thyself in the tenor factory. We do it all the time and praise the builder for his works. Excellent. With that holy symbol, thou art truly a novice of the order. Confound it, I seem to have misplaced my prayer book. Novice, please go get it for me. It's called the Prayer of Consecration. I don't have any idea where I was last reading it. Who would have thought back then that an unsavory character such as thyself could be my salvation? Thank thee for getting that book for me. I need to find a candle I used when I was still alive. The last time I remember using a candle is the night of my death. I was in the workyard, where the well is. My personal possessions were hidden, but I think the candle is back there still. Yes, that is the candle I was using to see the night I died. It will do for our needs. I see that thou hast all of the items we need to perform the ritual of consecration. Meet me at my grave in the cemetery. Let us begin, my friend. Wave the rosary over my tombstone. Now place the candle on my tombstone. Read the prayer of consecration.
Master Builder, we ask thee to bless our brother who hath died in thy service. Forgive him the transgressions of his living days, and look with favor on his works in thy name. Plumb and plane, fire and forge, purify his spirit, and draw from him all which does not meet thy plan. Take him to serve with thee in thy home, where he may rest in peace eternal.
Oh no! The holy symbol thou hast has not been blessed. Thou must find a way to bestow the builder's blessing on it. When thou hast done that, return here. touch my tombstone with the holy symbol. At last, my prayers have been answered. My soul is finally free. Acolyte, thou hast saved me from eternal unrest, but I need thee to help my friends from life as well. I've prepared their final resting places for them, but I need thee to place their bodies in their graves. The first is Brother Renaud. He died in the cellar of the cathedral. Please, go get his body and place it in his grave. I do not know who thou art, but by thy hand I can finally depart this earth and go to the builder's home. It is only fitting that I reward thee. In the winter tunnels beneath the cloister, seek thee a room with a mural on one of the walls. In the upper right-hand corner of this mural, spy out a hidden button. Press that button. Thou hast what thou wilt find there, and my full thanks. Farewell. Please bury Brother Martello. He died in the cathedral attic. Please bury Brother Martello. He died in the cathedral attic. Now I must ask thee for one last thing. These haunts who inhabit the bodies of my brethren, they must all be killed. Friend, and I owe thee great thanks. I wish I could give thee the key to the cloister gate, but that is long lost. Take this key instead. It opens the armory in the attic. There is something up there that a crafty person like thee will find useful. I go now to my rest. Once again, I thank thee.
I can't tell you how pleased I am with you, Mr. Garrett. I simply can't find the words, but perhaps Victoria can help me in that regard. She has such a way with them.
Yes, we are both so very pleased.
Victoria?
Even though the eye is defective.
What?
Victoria is quite right, Mr. Garrett. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but this eye is completely blind.
It's a rock. It's what you asked for. Am I gonna get paid or not?
Of course. Victoria, are you prepared to give Mr. Garrett his compensation?
Bow to the woodsy lord, and offer up your flesh eyes so that his eye of stone may see, man-fool. Bids he then the spruces to singer him in anthems, and the woodsy lord binders them fleshes to stone.
Did you think those ancient phrases were mere words, man-fool? Look at me! I am the woodsy lord, the trickster of legend. If you be thirsty, flesh thing, drink of me. If you be hungry, then feed, for I am the honeymaker and the juxberry.
He am the leaf that feeders on the fleshed ones, thems that calls themselves builders, and wielded up a hammers against him.
My poor Mr. Garrett, you will not live to see the sprawling glory of it. Your sacrifice is not yet complete. 9 lilacs and 9 thistles must feed and die. Stands he then in the greens and fested maw, and speeds he out his judgments upon the weeps and writhing man-folds.
Yes. Since you left us, you have been a stone rolling downhill. Now you must aim this remarkable momentum. It is past time for the balance to shift.
They come. What? Wait!
The trickster will not forgive you for doing what he could not. Nor, I trust, will you forgive us.
Keepers. Looks like I better get moving, or whatever those things are will waste a perfectly good rescue.
This was not the way things were supposed to go. Constantine has the eye, and my eye, and I doubt he has anything wholesome planned for it. The trickster is real after all. I don't think anyone but those crazy hammers really believed in the old gods. Those crazy hammers. You know, it wouldn't hurt to have a few dozen heavily armed fanatics on my side just about now. If I drop by their temple and explain things, maybe they'll be so distracted by the trickster's return that they'll forget to hold a grudge. And even if they don't, I know how to get out of Crag's Cleft prison already. here? And where are all the Hammerites? Looks like Constantine got here before me.
The master thief. There is scant time to explain. The tricksters, foul beasts, have captured our high priest, and if we cannot retake him alive, all shall be lost.
Also, our enemies hold the builder's chisel, which thou must recover.
We lack thy skills of stealth and treachery, and our enemies must surely kill him should we make a bold attempt.
Take this key and map and go. May the builder guide your steps. This way! Iron, sharp, and flesh!
This is it. The Hammers say they've received word that Constantine's descended into his realm to perform a ritual with the eye. The Hammers have built me a booby-trapped counterfeit eye. If I can swap it for the real thing, it should cause him some trouble. If he doesn't notice me. I've never robbed a god before. It'd be a challenge.
Try that again. Now that's big. Interesting. Just disable that portal and give the hammers a fighting chance.
Charred lazy sheet, black and tar, man-flesh meat, melting gears, dance and leap, man-fool's fear come to reap. Call the fire, call the red, brings thee forth, past not dead. Tide rise and fall, river flood, rain and squall, churning mud, dam break all, sea waves wash, swampy squall. Sewer slosh, drain pipe stall, call the wave, call the blue, brings thee forth world anew. Stone grind, quick shatter tile, column shake, break a pile, chip and flake, darky soil, windows break, earthy toil, wall unmake, call earth, call the brown, brings thee back world thrown down. Night smother light, black brick lamp done with bright, dew and damp, smother tight, dark and hide, fools thee sight, stay inside, fear the night, call the dark, call the black, brings thee forth, I call it back. Open for me, open to me, open my way, open the path, open for me, open. It betrays me.
You've won.
I think I've got my eye back.
Yet, still, you are blind.
If you hadn't noticed, I just saved the world, yourself included.
As we knew you would, as it had to be.
Now I remember why I left the Keepers.
And I remember why we let you go.
What do you want from me? Have you come to congratulate me? Welcome me back to the fold?
Very well. I will speak my piece plainly. You have accomplished that which was written, and yes, you've done it well. but there is no place for you with us any longer. Yet you will have a great need of us, and soon.
I don't think so. I'm through with heroics. And with your kind as well.
You cannot run from life as you did from us, Garrett. Life has a way of finding you, no matter how artistic a sneak you are. Listen, there is a book that you were not made aware of. I am here to tell you that it would be wise for you to read it now, if you can still read hieroglyphs.
I do try to forget, but you keepers leave them everywhere for me.
Yes, you have more friends than you know.
Tell my friends that I don't need their secret book, or their glyph warnings, or their messengers. Tell them I'm through. Tell them it's over. Tell them Garrett is done.
I will tell them this. Nothing is changed. All is as it was written. The trickster is dead. Beware the dawn of the Metal Age.